Likkutei Torah, Parshas Behaalotecha, page Lamed Beis, second column, Eis Hey. Okay, Rabbi is explaining so far the difference between the Karbanis of the Nesiim, which is basically in the world of Bria, the Yud Beis Bakar that elevates the world of Bria. The Menorah, on the other hand, is the level of Chachma, which shines in the world of Atzilus, which is the level of Bittul. And therefore, Hashem said to Aaron, yours Aveda is greater than theirs. Okay? And then he said, that's why Moshe Rabbeinu wasn't able to bring down the Slav, because he was in a level of Atzilus, and they wanted this level of Bria, whatever. He couldn't be Mamshech, that level coming, like we learned last time. Okay. So he says, to understand the level of this Inyan of the Slav. In Ruchnius, it's explained, it says in Kabbalah that what is the source of the birds, besides from the Nesher, the eagle of the Merkava, it comes in the level of the Kruvim. Because the level of Teda, which is the level of Shemen, which remember the Slav speaks about that they were shaman, they were very fat, right? And they explains that's the level of Shemen. So he says Teda is the level of Shemen Gavaya Ma'ed is extremely lofty. Because of that, it's able to come all the way down into the world of Li'aylemis. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. Go off a little bit. We learned already Torah has many different names. Okay? Torah is Lechem, Torah is Mayim, Torah is Yayin, Torah is Shemen. There's a lot of different names in Torah. So it's not some different names, it's different aspects of Torah. So you know, in Pshat Remez Drush and Sod, okay, Sod is called Yena Shel Torah, the wine of Torah. What's the connection between Seder Torah and Yayin? Because the Gemara said, "Mishenichnas Yayin Yosef Seid." Simply means when you get drunk, all the secrets come out. But Chassidus explains that what does it mean, Mishenichnas Yayin Yosef Seid? That Yayin is within the grape; it's hidden. In order to get the wine, you have to reveal it from the concealment. So therefore, Seder Torah, the secrets of Torah, is actually the level of Yayin. But then you have a similar thing called Shemen. Shemen is also within the olive, just like wine is. But the difference between, and therefore he says like this, Kabbalah is called Sod, Yena Shel Torah, but then you have Chassidus, which is called Shemen. Okay, so there's 4 levels, Pshat, Remez, Drush, Sod. Then you have a 5th level, which is called Chassidus. And they have corresponding with the 5 levels of the Neshama. Nefesh, Ruach, Neshama, Chaya, which is Pshat, Remez, Drush, Sod, which is Asiya, Yitzira, Bria, Atzilus. And then you have the level of Shemen Shel Torah, the oil of Torah, that's the level of Chassidus, which is the level of Yechida. So we learned already in Kuntis and Yonah Shel Torah Chassidus, the Rebbe elaborates a lot on this whole concept. He says, what's unique about Shemen, without the Rebbe really saying...
Stays on the top.
No. What's uniqueness about Shemen is 2 opposite qualities. Number 1, the essence of everything is Shemen. You can make oil, you squeeze a wood, you can get oil. Shemen represents the essence of everything. When you reveal the essence of something by pressing it, whatever, you get the level of the essence of it. Secondly, the Gemara says 2 opposite things about Shemen. One is Tzaf al kol mashka, it floats over on top of all mashka. And secondly, Mefafeya bakule, it makes everything oily. So there's mamish 2 opposite levels of Shemen. From one side, it's on top of all liquids, and yet it affects all liquids. Mefafeya bakule, it affects everything. When you put oil on top of any food, the oil is going to affect the whole food is going to become oily. So the Rebbe, and here the Rebbe says the expression dafka because the shemen it's so high. He's not talking about chassidus. He's talking about shemen is so high Therefore, it's able to come all the way down. Because the higher the thing, the greater the ability is to lower it to a lower level. Like you find in Seichel that somebody could be brilliant, but they can't lower it down to teach a little kid this concept, to bring it down to a simple level. An ultimate brilliant genius is so brilliant, he's able, and that's the true sign of a brilliance. You can take the deepest aspects and explain it to the commoner, so to speak. A simple person would be able to understand that. Rabbi used to say that, you see by the Rebbe took, in the Sichos, he gave a lot of examples. The Rebbe took the deepest levels of Chassidus and revealed it to the simple people that we can understand it. That's the level of Shem and Shulteira, Chassidus, and the Rebbe explains. He took, everybody knows, the Rebbe took in Kunsin on Shulteira Chassidus, Pshat, Remez, Drush, and Sod, and he took a concept called Meidani. He said, I'm picking Meidani because this is the first thing a Jew says when they wake up in the morning. And he explains Meidani according to Pshat, Remez, Drush, and Sod. And then he says it according to Chassidus. And then the Rebbe shows the way the Chassidus, because Mefafei Bakuli means it affects everything, the way Chassidus gives light and chayas to Pshat and to Remez and the Drush and the Sod. But that's the level of Shemen Shulteira. That's the level of Shemen that he says, because Gavaya Marid, Al Ken Yochel Limshich Mata Mata, into the level of Eilamis, even in the person Libei Otum, if I stop the heart, meaning I block the heart, that level is able to come down. But I know, and that to the extent, the pasuk says, my heart and my flesh will sing. That means even the flesh will sing. Yeranu al kelchoi will sing to Hashem. And not only that, so he says one definition of slav, number one is the level that it's fat. Secondly, slav miloshin shalva. It's peaceful. Shalva, shalom and shalva. Like the Gemara says in Yuma, tzadikim eichlen eise b'shalva. Tzaddik ate peaceful. You see, you have two things. There's a level of slav, which is shamein, like the Gemara says, it quoted before, eif is shmein ma'ed, like the Gemara says in Yuma. Okay? And also there's the level of peaceful. The tzaddikim ate the slav peaceful. What?
Meek.
Not meek. Meek.
M-E-E-K.
I know how to spell meek. It means weak, feeble-minded.
No, meek means like a lamb, peaceful.
That's not what I know, maybe not your mother language, but meek doesn't mean it's peaceful. What?
How come it caused death to people instead of shalom?
No, that's why it says tzaddikim, who didn't complain. Taka, the other people, the Gemara says, Taka suffered from it. The other people suffered from it. Tzaddikim didn't complain. Where's the beef? So they ate a b'shalva. Like the man. If you're a tzaddik that came to your door ready to eat. If you're a Beinani, you had to go out a little bit. And if you're a Rashi, you had to do a lot of work on it. Different people at different levels. So he says, about Avedis at Tzedakah Hashki to Betach. Ein Shem Heter. Ein Bechinas El by Yotzim by Yisi they say days of Lanetz, which is the expression that the pegs that hold up the tent, meaning the foundation of the tent, will never move. V'ainu lefi Hashem and v'abitul nimshach mimakim elyein, from the level of Chochmei Ilah. That over there in that level of Chochmei Ilah, it says, Kula d'shakit v'shtakich. It's all quiet and peaceful. Which, by the way, is the level of bittul. A guy that's all over the place, needs to be heard and seen and, all that stuff. So they're never calm. running all over the place. Shemen is a level of calm, bittul. Says like this. The pasuk says in this week's parsha, Baloiska, right? In the evening, the slav came up, and in the morning there was dew with the mun, right? At night they had the slav, and in the morning they had the dew with the mun in it. Now the fact that it's in the same pasuk shows there's a connection between the slav and the mun. Meaning, huh? The Jews had it good, man. You can blame the Meraglim. You can't blame the Meraglim. They were good. Sheyesh Yachas and Shaychas Ksas Lezer. The same thing in Tillim. Shoal vayovi slov v'lechem shemayim asbiyim. In the same pasuk in Kufay and Tillim, he says they asked, and they got vayovi slov. The slov came. V'lechem shemayim asbiyim, and the food from heaven, meaning the man, was what filled them up. Okay, look, it says, okay, Shabbos Shosh Mishem Elokim. Says in Menorah Kabbalah Sefer that the basar came from the name Elokim, and the slav came from Havaya Elokim. Okay, and he says you can explain this based on what we'll learn later. B'zeh Yuvan Amaisa the Rabbi Barbachonim Basra. Binyan Hani u'avzid the Sham to get fire mishmanayo. Over there, the Gemara in the 5th parak of Bavasa, Americhas Tzfina, there's a great Ameira there called Rabbi Barbachonim. And the Gemara goes through like 3-4 pages of Amar Rabbi Barbachonim. L'di Chazali, I saw this thing and I saw this thing, and wacko things that he saw. And there was a whole island built on the back of a fish, and then the fish got up, and the whole island. I mean, things like this. One of the things he saw was after there were geese. The shamti got fire that they were so fatty that the wings fell off. So it's interesting. The Mashon, that Gemara, by the way, goes into the depth. I mean, the Ritva says, by the way, at the beginning of that Gemara, the Ritva says, was a Rishon, the Ritva writes that those were vision, and not that he actually saw it, that the Chazali actually saw it. There were visions that he saw in a dream, b'chaleim. But each one is very significant. He saw a geese that the wings fell off because, I mean, he saw an island, I mean, so crazy, a bunch of crazy things that he saw. But they were in depth of, you know, what they actually mean. Okay. Vaino shlos et yom shechvi iskalo chochmei lo dagam lamato in a level of yesh, which is a level yove chobos lishtachlis. Okay, and he says like this in Targum Sheni of Megillah Esther, and the pasuk yesh noi am echad. What did Haman say? Tachash? There's a nation that, you know, it doesn't pay to keep him alive. The Malshin is Haman. What did he tell them? That Erev Yom Kippurim, that at Erev Yom Kippur they eat and they drink with these fatty animals and so on. Why did he say goats? I mean, sorry, geese. Okay, so the Rabbi explained like this. These fat birds represent the level of Chochmah. That's why Erev Yom Kippur, what Haman told Achashverosh, Yeshnei Hamechad, the Targum over there says, that it means that he said that on Erev Yom Kippur the Jews go and they eat and they fresh and they drink. But he picks the example of fatty geese. That's one of the things he told Achashverosh. So the Rebbe explained why did he pick geese? Because that's, like he said, this is the level of shemen, the meat, the very fatty meat things, and that was nimshach erev Yom Kippur by the Jews. That's what he said to them. Yashnei am echad. There's a day am echad and echad b'shana. This is what they do. Okay. K'maimer Azalik, the Gemara says in Brachas, the Gemara in Brachas over there goes through all the dreams. If you see this in a dream, it means this. If you see this in a dream, so the Gemara says over there, Harei Avzi B'chaleim, if you see geese in a goose in a dream, Yitzap l'chachma, you should await for it to get chachma. Why? Because, once again, geese is the level of Shemin, the Alter Rebbe is explaining. This love is the level of Shemin. Shemin is the level of Chachma. And then, like it says, and the Gemara says, Shenamar, Chachmeis b'chutz toreina. Chachmeis plural, outside will sing. Hainu Chachmeis davka terei eine sheidei, is galus Chachme ilo b'Chachme tato. By the higher level of Chachma. Coming into the lower level of Chachma, Nimshir Gamkim B'chutz, also comes outside. By Mashikot, being Chachma Chutz. Okay, Zel Gamkim Mashikot Berg Shira. Avaz aboard, the wild geese. Hamashitat is Bamidbord. The Medrash says like this: the wild geese in the desert, Mabin Mersinai. Kshadeis Yisrael Eiskim B'Teira. When they saw the Jews learning Torah, it says, they would sing songs to Hashem. When the geese saw the Jews learning in the Midbar, they sang praise to Hashem. They made a way for the level of Havai to come down. Okay. And that's Atme Inyan Chochmas B'chutz. Hayin She'enim She'chafil B'chinas Midbo Shmeim. Meaning like this. The Nukud over here is a lot of Kabbalistic terms. But the bottom line is, what's the connection? He said that Slav is the level of Shemen, and it's the level coming down B'shalva. Slav is Shalva, the same letters, right? He's explaining the ultimate level of Chochma coming down B'chutz. That causes the level of bittul, that causes the level of, calmness. When the Mishnah says, Izel Asher Smech B'chalkai, somebody, right, the fourth paragraph of Pirkei Izel Asher Smech B'chalkai, who's the guy who's rich, the one who's happy with his lot, those people are much calmer. You don't, whatever you have, you're happy with, they're much calmer than the person who always wants more. So that's a higher level of Chochmah coming down into the lower level. And that's the union of Slav. That was in the evening they got the Slav, and therefore the next day they got the Mon and the Tal, which are both levels higher than all the way up there, right? The Tal is higher than rain, it's above any Avodah of the Jew and any. So that's the connection between all these things. And yet it's interesting, Moshe Rabbeinu still said, Miyayin li basar. Even that level, Moshe Rabbeinu said, how can I bring it down? Okay, so he says, why? Shem Taru v'sis Kalus Hashem. Ach ikar gilu yapnimis l'chochmei lam. That's what taruv is kalus Hashem ben Yosef. But again, when he says Shemin is a level of chochma, but how does chochma come down? When there's, like you said before, the greater the thing, the more fatty it is. That means the holier it is. That level is dafka able to come down.
Shemin is Chochmah, Slav is Chochmah. So how come Torah says they're going to have so much that it's going to come out of their nose?
For the Rishonim, like yes, Tzaddikim not. It's Alchim B'Shalva. When Kedusha comes down, if there's a Keli, it comes down well. If there's no Keli, then it's Yenik to Klipa. Why in the time of Golus the Goyim are so powerful? Because Pnimis that's connected to the Jew needs a Keli. The Jews sin, we don't have a Keli anymore for Kedusha. But the Goyim have it because they don't need a keli. So when Kedusha comes all the way down, if there's a keli for it, then the keli is mamshich, lofty levels of Kedusha. If there's no keli for it, then it becomes evil. That's why by the Rishonim, there weren't a keli for it. Yeah? And that's what by the way, the Gemara says interesting. The Gemara says, Shaluk Shloika Hagen. It wasn't that the Slav was Shloika Hagen. They asked incorrectly. Because they had the money. They had cattle. Menorah. Because they asked, that was the problem. The actual Slav, like we said, Shmuel, when the Yidden came to Shmuel Navi and said, we want a king, and Shmuel screamed at them, yeah, so everybody asked, but he doesn't mention the Torah, saying Tasim Malach HaMelech. So we discussed this recently. What was the sin? Shalu Shalaika Hagen. They didn't want a king because Hashem said a mitzvah, saying Tasim Malach HaMelech. They said, Niyeh Kachol HaGoyim. Let's be like all the Goyim. So it's not only what you're asking, it's how you're asking it.
Who asked for water?
That was good.
How come that was good? Because they needed it?
Yeah. The Monday also needed it.